Hi guys, this is station 3, so make sure you got the right paper. This is about function values from a graph. So we're pretty comfortable with them from equations. We're also going to check out from a graph. So this line here is what we call a polynomial. Looks like this. It goes up and down. Pretty cool wave function thing. So this is the graph of f of x. Remember, that's just the name of it. We could call this like the Francine function. Wouldn't be a big deal. Called the Frank function, whatever you want. So given the Francine function, we're going to find each value. So for example, f of 4 equals this number, negative 1.5. That's like the point 4 comma negative 1.5 is on the graph. So I could check that out. I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go down 1.5, and I see that that point is right there. So I could say, yeah, that one's on the graph. For this one here, this means that when x equals negative 2, y equals 4. So negative 2 comma 4. So I'm going to go over negative 2, up 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see that that's a point there. So it says choose one of these relationships and explain how you know it to be true. So you're going to explain how you know that one of these points is correct. If I was doing the first one, I would say if your x is 4, the function or y is at negative 1.5. So if you go over 4, you go down 1.5. That's how it works when they give us a graph. So if I'm looking at this same graph here, I'm going to change colors. So in this case, they're telling me my x is negative 4, and they want to know what y is. So I'm going to go over to negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll go up to the graph. And I see the graph is there, so my y in this case would be 2, because I had to go up 2. So for this one, they're telling me x is 0. So at x equals 0, the function's right there. Y also equals 0. For x is 2. So if I go over 1, 2, and go down to where my function is, I see that point is right there. And that's at negative 2. So that'd be at negative 2. And then this last one asks for x when f of x equals negative 2. Remember, f of x together means y. So in this case, my y is negative 2, and we want to know what x is. That's the big question mark. So I'm going to erase these dots I got going on here. Alright, so it says that f of x is negative 2. So my y is negative 2. So I'm going to go down on the y to negative 2, and that's anywhere where it touches this here. And I can see that it touches the function right there. And they're asking me for my x value. So I'm going to go up to where my x is, and that's right here. That's at positive 2. So I would say x equals positive 2. Right? Pretty simple, but can also be kind of tricky. Just make sure that you watch out for when they're asking for x, like in this question.